In life, we don't listen to our voice. We listen to our words, or we hear our subtext, but we don't really listen to our voice. So as an actor, if you're catching yourself listening to your voice while you're acting, you're going to be self-aware, because that's vocal awareness, and it's like being self-conscious. In acting, you want to be free so that you can pick up the subtext of your partner and what they're radiating to you, what they're saying in their voice, and what you want to say to them in your subtext. Do you ever notice that it isn't necessarily what people say, but it's the tone in their voice that affects you the most? And if somebody's tone is difficult to listen to, it affects you, it triggers you. You don't want to listen to a voice that's harsh or not endeared to you. And we're affected tremendously by how people talk to us. When you're engaging with your scene partner, a very important reality is to be more aware of the tone or the experience or the subtext of what you're saying, rather than the actual words. But then what do? I mean, the words are there, and they're important too. Okay, so the words are blankets on which the emotions and the subtext rest, and the words take shape accordingly. Words are important, though. I don't want you to now think that I'm telling you that they're not important. They are very important, because words are the context in which you're going to find the subtext. You're going to find the important words, the words that matter and give you the images. Every time you say a sentence, there's always something that has a visual attached to it. You want to be able to visualize these things when you say them, so that they aren't empty. If you're not seeing it, what you're saying, if you're not visualizing the concept of what you're trying to communicate, it'll look like the lights are on but nobody's home. And you want the lights on and you home there. So those words, those images are 2 inches behind the eyes, and you must visualize when you say things. So that involves the subtext, and it also involves understanding that you're communicating subtext, not just words on a page. I have a saying that either you carry the scene or the scene carries you. And you want to carry the scene. You don't want the scene to carry you. You don't want the scene and the words from the scene to do all the work. You want to do the work that the scene requires. So words bring the communication up to here, but a scene with subtext and connected reality of what the given circumstances are bring you even higher. And the subtext is so important. So what is subtext? Subtext is different than the words. You say certain words, but there's a deeper meaning there. So it's not literal. So we never say, like if the line was, I'm tired, it's not, I'm tired, because that's a cliche. You're acting out the words. What if I'm angry and I say I'm tired? I'm tired. Or what if I'm interested in getting to know you? I'm tired. We have different ways to say a line rather than the literal exact meaning. Rarely do we do literal exact meanings, ever. I can't think of one exception where it's interesting, because it's only one layer. And once you have the lines, you have one layer. And then you have the subtext, you have another layer. And then you have an emotion, and that's another layer. So when you have lots of different layers, the performance comes so much more interesting. And so that's what I want for you in your performances. Subtext with layers and emotion, and then finding the important words and exposing them by the meanings in which you experience through the images. That doesn't mean stressing them, but it means using them as the fabric in which the performance and the scene lies on. So instead of listening only for words and acting only words, we're going to be exploring the subtext and the emotion that lives beneath them. Take the journey, and please subscribe. Hi, I'm Kimberly Jensen. Thank you for watching.